Hello and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. When we last left off, we had taken on the Lost City job. So, let's get started. I don't know if I have a question for today. You'll note the helicopter and our van, and the Pelican, I believe. And yeah, let's start on the outside. Um, are you drooling too, Wishy? It's impossible for anyone to smell more delicious than anywhere to smell more delicious than this place. It's like walking into a whole huge bowl of shrimp cocktail where the got the Marie Rose sauce just right. That's Tabasco, squeeze a lemon. Also, the number of cats at the marina was unbelievable. How we got the boat out without a host of feline stowaways, I have no idea. I got nothing for you, dude. Um, so this is actually the last job. Uh, and after this, I will be taking about a week off, I think, and trying to get ahead of myself as far as the next series goes. I'm currently looking through all 2,000+ games I own, um, because I bought some bundles on itch, um, back a while ago. I think the most recent one was 2020 or something like that. Um, and that bundle has 800 games in it, and that's just the ones I can play on my computer. There are a there is a significant amount of games that I can't play, because they are TTRPGs. And I could, like, theoretically do a solo live play series, but I don't think that'd be a great idea. Um, so, actually, I think we are going to get to the question of the day, and let me pause that just for a second. Pull that up. And I do believe we should be asking, so what book are you excited to read? Um, I have a few books that I'm hoping for, but nothing is jumping out at me at the moment. I have a few library books. Oh, I do believe I am on a wait list for the D&D inspired cozy romance book. I'm excited for that one. I've heard good things about it. But yeah, what are you excited to read? Gravity apparently does not exist here. Okay. Um, yeah. I have a couple books that I have borrowed recently. I also kind of want to reread Unmasking Autism. Uh, because that is it's an interesting read. Unfortunately, because it's a library book, I didn't really have time to sit down and digest it, so chances are I will probably just go out and buy it when I get the opportunity to. Okay, so we'll just keep going here. And so it should be noted that this is going to take at least three, I think 2 or 3 episodes to clean. If we're clocking in at an hour each episode or thereabout, I because this is the last thing, unless I do some of the like bonus stuff, and I might, I may just completely finish it off, and then do some bonus and call it good from there. I don't know yet. I still have like a couple thousand games I can play. Uh, and I'm still waiting to hear the news about the potential strike. So SAG-AFTRA and the AMPTP are meeting. I believe they're meeting today, as of when I'm recording this. Which is promising. It took them striking a couple months at this rate, I believe, to meet, which is not ideal, but it looks like what is liable to happen is a deal is likely to happen. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but it's promising. You know? And like I've mentioned before, people don't ever want to have to strike. Nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, "Oh boy, I'm so excited to strike." Nah, nobody's doing that. And I'm hoping a strike for the game division of SAG-AFTRA doesn't happen, because I just hope that it doesn't come to that. But if it does, I will, like I said, act accordingly. As far as everything else goes, I think I may have an idea of what I'm playing next. I'm not sure. I don't want to say out loud before sitting down and making that final decision. I may actually take up and play a few one-off games. I played Venba recently, and it's a very sweet game. It's also very short. I own a copy of A Little to the Left, but I don't know how compelling that would be. Oh, you know what? I want to see something. Equipment. Yeah. We're not doing anything else with that money. And Because, like, we're genuinely not doing anything else with the money. Okay. So what we're gonna do is this. And it eats through stuff like nobody's business. Yeah, that works. Uh, which means that our cleaning time may actually drastically reduce. I don't think I can attach this to anything else. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's try... Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Yeah. Okay. So, clearly this is the upper limit here. I could theoretically, like, stick it on one of the extenders, and we can go from there, but, nah, we're good. And I don't think that when I was cleaning this the last time, I don't think I actually, have this. I don't, trying to I think I eventually gave up and bought it, but I don't think I had it originally. But again, having it is quite the boon. It's also very loud. Come up here. Like, it is startlingly loud. And I want to come up here and I want to finish this. So we can, pull this wall good. There we go. Pull that section good. And I remember there being some fiddly bits on the outside. I think it's just kind of the figureheads. And of course, I think there might be an achievement associated with getting the place clean without disrupting disturbing the gnome. And if possible, I'm not gonna go out of my way to do anything, but, like, if possible. I wouldn't be mad. There we go. We are 5% done. So I think what I'm going to do today is I think I'm going to sit down for a little bit and go through more of the games that would be decent candidates to. I'm going to switch off of this nozzle because it is very loud and that's very distracting. Can't say that's much better, but you know. In fact, kind of isn't. But, you know, we're here now, so. I do hope you'll forgive me. I am easily distracted. And it can make thinking while I'm doing things very difficult. Actually reminds me, I have some personal stuff I have to take care of. Let's see. I got the figurehead, for the most part, on this side. And, but, I'm gonna try and make sure that I go through, and I'm not gonna sit through all 2,000 games. There are some redundancies in those games. Like, I know definitively there are at least, like, 6. I own multiple copies of Celeste, for instance. Still not sure how that... Well, no, I know how that happened. I got it through Epic, and I got it through, at least one of the bundles. I think I may have gotten it through 2 of them. The 2 of them. I say that... I had to go back and correct myself there, because, it dawned on me. I kinda can't, count the 3rd bundle, because the 3rd bundle is strictly TTRPGs. It is just straight up just indie TTRPGs and supplements. Which is fine. I'm not, like, mad at it. But I just can't count those. Also, it dawns on me that I think the last time I played this, because it has been a while, I think I was, like, also simultaneously listening to, Parable of the Sower, which is a hell of a thing to remember. Well, that's just the way that works. Okay. Let's go back up and hit the other side. But yeah, that's a hell of a thing to remember. Oh yeah, I was listening to Parable of the Sower on audiobook. And anybody says that audiobooks aren't real books, punch them in the junk. Audiobooks are very much real books. And sometimes you can even get them fancy, and they have all-star casts and all kinds of shit like that. I've gone and broken open that, and open up that can of worms, and now it can't go back in the... It can't go back. I won't be doing any excessive swearing on the channel. I know I said that before, but, like, I do mean it. Uh, um... The problem here is, ah, there we go. You'll have to stand on the figurehead, get the rest of this clean. Nobody ever tells you how precarious the job of power washing things is. You go in with the assumption that it's all gonna be easy peasy, only to realize that you were standing on an ancient temple, on a figurehead no less, trying to navigate the precarious situation that you've gotten yourself into. And you just, like, you just wanted a little extra money. You weren't trying to save the world or anything. There we go. You got time traveling scientists. You've got a dude that thinks he's like Superman or something. I mean, well, not Superman. That's not exactly an accurate summation of the situation. Um, pardon. And we have to re-rotate it. There we go. There we go. That's better. Get the extension. Get the extension. As closer is better. And keep it pushing. That thing really spoils you, honestly. Because it eats through stuff so well. I have a hard time justifying not using it, honestly. So, we're gonna use it. That's what it's there for. So, I, like I said, I intend to take, like, a week off between the end of this and the beginning of whatever I end up playing next. I'm going to try very hard to avoid another RPG. Predominantly because I know myself well enough to know that that's not going to go well. And I don't want a repeat of Dragon Quest. There's a lot of role-playing games. It is kind of predicated on level grinding. And I have a couple of games that are really neat. And I really love. And I would never play for the channel because it's just does not lend itself well. That. And instead of having a bad time, what am I missing? Like, what? This wall am I missing? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I believe that. No, that doesn't count. Huh. Mm, certainly not like little bits and bobs like that. Um, yeah, no, I don't. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna like, you know what? Let's do that. Because this is all stone. Um, and we're quite literally in the last area, so. If we don't use it here, we're not using it at all, essentially. Oh, is that all? Is that really all? Okay. There we go. Here I am trying to figure out where all that dirt is. Looking for tiny bits of crumbs, and it was that. Oh well, it happens. Switch to 25. So it takes a little longer, but A, it's less loud, and B, uh, it gets a little bit of a wider coverage. Or, I could use the thing that's meant for eating through dirt quickly. I will admit that honestly I have that problem when it comes to role-playing games too. I will absolutely hoard resources. Like, well, no, I can't use it because what if I need it? And then I get to the game and it's like, well, no, I can't use it. What if it's the end of the game, dear. You can go ahead and use it. And if you're struggling with that too, I give you permission to use the thing. Use the thing. It's okay. Nobody's gonna be angry with you if you do. And if they are, punch them in the junk. That's really all there is to it. Punch them in the junk. And while I do not generally advocate for violence, sometimes a little touch of violence is what you need. Let's clean this scroll. Do not hesitate to do not hesitate to use the things that make your life easier. This goes for, you know, study aids and, like, accommodations at school or work, as well as, like, the little things in a role-playing game. Use the potions. Get the accommodations. Make your life easier on yourself, because life's not gonna do it. You deserve, you deserve to, you know, have a good time. And this is as much of a reminder to myself as to anyone else. Because I will openly admit that I am really bad at following that advice. Also, I would like to state for the record that life would have been so much easier than some of these cleaning jobs if I had this thing. There we go. But it didn't unlock until now, so we're not gonna fret about it. What part of this is so dirty that it's not? Let's do that. Do one of those numbers. Oh. Gotta make sure you're getting everything. There we go. I know I keep saying that I'm not gonna I'm gonna try very hard not to bounce around things. But sometimes it's for the best, honestly. Sometimes you do have to bounce around things. Get the pedestal clean. Oh, okay. I was just trying to make sure that wasn't dirt, it's just shadows. Uh, let's see. Oh, make sure we clean the underside. Make sure you always go back and double check your work. Make sure you give yourself enough time to go back and double check your work. Because there's nothing worse than getting to what you think is the end and having to go back and fix stuff. Yep. There we go. Oh, that's so dirty, of course. That's good. Okay. There are certain things that you just kind of think. we are good to move on to this right here. Because we already started it, so I'll admit that it doesn't handle tearing well. But that is a simple fix, so we're not gonna fuss about it too much. So we are a little over a half an hour in, and we have hit like 11%. Which isn't terrible, I guess. Like, I know this is a big area, so I'm not gonna fret about it. Which is a grand departure from my standard state, which is fret about everything. I'm a very anxious person. I'm working on it. Okay. Circles works. I think circle works. Circles work the best. And it's all so dirty. Like, it is uncomfortably filthy. So, we're in Halloween. We're in Halloween. It's not Halloween. It's, still pretty early in October as I'm recording this. But, you know, it's Halloween month, so, yeah, I guess we're at Halloween is technically an accurate summation of things. Let's go back up. And let's take care of this starting here. That's where we started anyway. But we're in Halloween month. And because Halloween falls on a weekday, I believe it falls on a Tuesday, which is always a bit of a bummer. It's always fun when Halloween falls on a weekend. It is so much more fun when Halloween falls on a weekend. Because you can stay up late, and, like, generally speaking, you typically can be out trick-or-treating longer. But I have also not been trick-or-treating since I was 11, so... the last time, that was actually, 11 was actually, like, the last year that I, could conceivably go. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that, you know, kinda misses it. I only ever went trick-or-treating. I didn't go trick-or-treating a ton as a kid. For a myriad of reasons. But, I also know we didn't really hand out candy either. We did it one year. And that was the last year I went trick-or-treating. There's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, now I'm at that age where I'm old enough to just buy the candy myself. I'd give out candy, but there actually aren't a ton of kids in my neighborhood. Like, there's some, but not like a ton to my knowledge. So, like, passing out candy isn't really a thing I can do. Also, I live on the second floor, so that's also not really an option, because sitting in the hallway is, no. I'm not sitting in my hallway for hours on end, because partially because there really aren't any kids, and partially because, well, no. Okay. We still have this bit to go, and then we have the front to do. Hold, please. Okay. But, yeah, trick-or-treating. I'd ask what you were going for Halloween, but, I also recognize that not everybody celebrates Halloween. Like, I do, but I'm not everybody, and... Oh, we're gonna need the thing. Let's go grab that really quickly. Okay. There we go. If you go a bit fast enough, you will actually jump a little. Have it in the wrong orientation. You want the open side to be towards the figurehead. There we go. We're of course gonna have to go down and clean more of the figurehead, because we have the underside to do. Yeah, see? And of course, we completely missed this side. There we go. Figurehead's nice and clean now. I'm gonna have to move this though, because we have to get the other figurehead on the other side. Also, I have a really goofy thing that popped into my head, which, if you know me, not terribly shocking. I have just random bursts of idea and inspiration at any given time. It is an experience living in this brain of mine. There we go. Um, for some reason, I decided to watch some, old commercials, and now part of me kind of wants to sit down and, figure out what commercials in other countries look like, because US commercials are always really baffling to people outside of the States. Um, because if you're not from here, drug companies uh, advertise on TV. Um, you'll be watching the news or something, and like you'll get a commercial for like a medication for COPD, or you'll get a commercial for a medication meant to treat uh, heart condition, or like medication to help manage diabetes. Uh, and it's always really interesting to see what other countries think of that, but also see what other countries advertise. So I think, as goofy as it sounds, I think it would be neat, like, compare. You know, what does what do commercials in the Netherlands look like? What do commercials in France or Spain or Germany look like? What do commercials across Africa look like? Commercials. I've seen commercials from Asia. One that immediately sticks out is the the roof tile commercial. If you've not seen it, I do recommend it. It is a bunch of dudes together, and they're supposed to be the tiles on your roof, and it's like, hey, our tiles are really great. They're so good they can stand up to anything. And that's and then there's the oh, it's a pest control commercial. I think for like a bug spray. And it's a doozy. And that is putting it mildly. There we go. There we go. I don't know what country that one's. I don't remember what country that one's from. And then, of course, like, I've seen a couple of Japanese commercials. But it's, like, what? And that's such a really silly thing to pop into your head. And I don't even know why I was watching the commercials to begin with. But, like, I think maybe I was looking for something. I don't remember. Whatever it is, it was goofy. Okay. Let's move up. And get that. Oops. Okay, that's good. I don't want to touch the inside any more than I have to, any sooner than I have to. I want to take care of all of the outside first. Also, for frustrating reasons, I now have the Zoo Pals theme stuck in my head. And to anybody that just heard those words and immediately got the song stuck in their head, I am very sorry. I am deeply and truly sorry. I cannot take those words back, and you cannot unhear them. Okay. Is it up, maybe? Yeah, let's see if it's... Yeah, it looks like it might be. Yep, there we go. There we go. Right. We'll take that with us. I hate that you can't... I hate that you can't rotate in the opposite direction. I am off by like a country mile. There we go. But I hate that you can't rotate it in the other direction. It would be so much handier if you could. Let's get that bit. Let's get that bit. See if yeah, there we go. And oh no, we're just gonna have to go up there. First of all, stuffy. Trying to clean anything up close with any of the attachments on is an exercise in frustration. But since we're over here, let's move that out of the way, and we will start on the side. Let's see. Let's start right there. Why not start in the middle? And if you would believe it, we are nearly 20% done. But we are also reaching our wrapping up point. So I think I will try and hit that 20%, and then we'll wrap up. Alright. Hi, it's Cal. I'm on my way back to Rush List to see what's going on. Okay. There have been reports of volcanic activity across the entire Pacific Rim. Remember that movie? That was a good movie. This really doesn't sound good. It does not. Alright. So, with that little message done and dusted, that's what we're gonna call it for today. As a reminder of the question of the day, what book are you looking forward to? So I have been Dorknot, this has been PowerWash Simulator, and when we come back, we are going to continue on with the Lost City Palace. And if you enjoyed this video, or any of the videos in the series, please consider leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you know when I upload, even if it's really regular. Uh, I'm also on Coffee. You can find me at coffee.com/dorknaut. That is ko-fi.com/dorknaut if you're so inclined to leave a tip, but please do not feel obligated. But yeah, come see me again sometime, won't you? Goodbye.